October 16th is on like Donkey Kong. So is 2020. Hey, hope you're good today. If you haven't had a moment to enjoy salvation, you might have a pretty average gospel. Got a little litmus test for us this morning. You know, we're 19 days out from the election, something like that. This hashtag first word thing's been going on. Last night there was 2 more town halls. Joe Biden did one, Trump did one. And I would encourage you not to listen to what people actually think about them, but just go watch them yourself. And if you have a brain, you should be pretty able to figure out what's going on. But hey, no, here's my challenge for you. Chaos continues. There's so much question mark. What's happening? How does this work? What about COVID? There's spikes in the county. What about the election? What about the Supreme Court? What happened to Black Lives Matter? Are we still racist? So on and so forth. There's so much still out there. And if you live in the social media world, your life might not be thriving right now. Well, here's what I challenge you to do. If you're a Christian, then take a moment and stop and go into the bathroom, go into your bedroom, go look at a mirror, share the gospel to yourself. And if you can't, that's probably a result of you not really being connected to Jesus. Or if you're sharing the gospel and it doesn't actually cause some emotional response of joy, of excitement, of gratitude, you might have a pretty average gospel. Like, the reality of Jesus being on the throne means I am not giving myself to the chaos. Doesn't mean I know what to do or how to do it, but I know where to go, which is the presence of God. I know where my peace comes from, where my joy comes from, and it's the presence of God. And so I would challenge you, especially if you're like real fired up about 2020, especially if you're running around on the internet and like trying to figure out up, down, left, right. You know, it's good and right to try and sort that stuff out, but it's death when you're not actually connected to the source. So, share the gospel with yourself, and if you're having a hard time doing that, man, Holy Spirit, would you help me? Would you help me understand the gospel? Would you help me understand the finished work of the cross? Would you help me understand that I can't actually do it apart from you? So, take a moment and do that, especially if you're buying into the chaos. If you got any more thoughts about the town hall, I don't really give a rip about your thoughts. If I want your thoughts, I'll have a conversation with you. It's not going to be on the internet. So, with that being said, feel free to have all the conversation you want on the internet. Just know that it's filtered through the internet. Okay, that's all I got. Preach the gospel to yourself. See what happens. The next 19 days are going to be glorious because I'm going to walk with Jesus. And I would invite you to do that too. In the meantime, we'll just solve world problems, love people, bring heaven to earth. You know, the basics. At least I'm going to. I would invite you to do it too. Hashtag first word. I think it's day 82. Let's get that bread.